All right, so we're going to start. In the second video, there will be trying to display 3 standards in the video. One is for learners development, and the second one is learning difference. So trying to teach students and to meet their special needs. And the third one is learning environment. So that will be the teacher works with other teachers in the school to create environment that support individual and collaborative learning for students and encourage positive social interaction like active engagement in learning and self-motivation. So in the video, I tried to review the alphabets that we learned before and also teach them 4 sight words. So that's the objectives for the lesson, and try to also teach them to make a mini book related to the sight words. And the theme for the topic is family. So for the part 1, I had 3 different parts. The first part is greetings, so which I use like ask students feeling and introduce the children to the topic with songs, and also with their Chinese with like finger play song. And the last one is I said that review the letters. So what do you think of the introduction part?
I think it was great, and they were very involved, and they didn't repeat only. They learned with understanding. So especially part about the family when you had conversation. So they were involved in conversation, like they were interesting about talking about their families. So I really like that.
Yeah, I saw that some students, they just like, because in the classroom, they already have family photos in the room. They're excited to share their
Yes,
family photos.
exactly. They are very interested in that topic. Yes.
The second part is the lecture part, which is mainly for teaching the sight words. And I try to combine the sight words with the actions so the children can because for some children it's easier for them to do and to remember, and some children for them to see and remember. So I combine the flashcards and the actions together
And
to help
actions,
children
yes.
to the students to remember.
Yes, I loved it. It was good, yeah.
Yeah, and the children love. I saw that they love to use them in sentences related to like, oh, I want my mother, I like my
Yeah.
dad, something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, all the
Yes,
sentences.
yes, exactly.
I tried in this group because the advanced student, she was here today. So we tried to separate, like put students into 2 different groups. The advanced student group with 2 other students, and I go with another 2 students. So in this 2 group, we try to encourage the advanced student to help the ESL students. And
Exactly.
I have
That's
the
a
other
great
one.
idea. That was great idea because they need to be encouraged. Also, they feel very valuable. So if they can share their knowledge with another students, I think this is very plus in teaching to give them this power and to feel that they are in charge to do something.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
that part,
Yes.
I try to do that part not very often. I try to learn this part to use
Exactly.
differentiated instruction
Yes.
and try to differentiate it like teaching, like grouping, so help, because students have different needs, right? So this is what I'm
Exactly.
trying to learn, and this is the
Yes.
hard
You
part for
need to
me.
sometimes follow them more than your plan.
Yeah.
We follow them. Yes.
And then after that, they had a short, like a brain break. Because I know you are very good with yoga, It's new for me, but I think the
That
children they
was
already learned a lot from
great
you.
surprise. That I loved it. And they were so, yeah, I loved it. It was perfect. I love it.
There's one thing I may need help with. It's like
Yeah.
sometimes when they some students they want to not following the instruction like okay, it's time for one student to give me the card to show what it's going to do, what yoga position we're going to do on the card, but she refuses to
Yeah.
give to me. It took me a
And
long time.
exactly, that's totally fine. We don't make a pressure. We don't push them. You just find another solution and you did it. You just
I skipped
move
her,
to
and
another.
afterwards she
Exactly.
came back.
Of course, no pressure. Just you did great. Yeah, that's the solution actually. Give
Okay.
opportunity to another
hmm
student. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because the first part, like this first site was part took me a longer time, and then we went to another section, which is moved to the working table area to work
Yeah.
on the mini book. So because of the time, my problem of managing time, so made that section not completed. So the work I have to save it for the next lesson.
Yeah,
So
it's all right. Yeah. It's
so
it's okay. Now you know to manage your time next time, yes? To organize better.
yeah, so
Yeah.
that's the still like the hard part for me.
It's don't worry, it's normal. It's
Mhm.
normal. With kids, you just lose yourself in this process. You know, working with kids, it's also heart and soul process. It's not just teaching.
Mm,
So we lose ourselves in that process, and that's the heart of the teaching, I think. Yeah, why not?
advice, yes. The last
Yes.
part is closing. So after we finish part of the mini book, so we went back to the carpet so that we can like give students the final like a formative assessment, give them like show them the cards,
Yeah.
see their understanding. Number one is be able to read. Number two is be
Yeah.
able to do the action, which means they know what that card means. So after
Yeah.
that one, there'll be like the end of the class, and then we celebrate for students hard work through the whole class because they were really
Yes.
um,
Exactly.
helping each other. They behave
Yes. That's
well, so
very
we
important to
celebrated.
give them some acknowledgement, some reward,
hmm
like accomplishment, so they can hard work again.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Next
they
time,
can, yeah,
encourage them to
work
do the
hard.
same
Yes,
next time.
exactly. So that's always good with kids. Give them something like not present, but
hmm
like some reward
Yes.
or kind words or well done, something encouragement.
Mm. Yeah,
Yes,
I also like try to think of some other ways to motivate the students.
of course.
hmm
Yeah, plenty of ways. And you're doing great, really. Yeah, really, really. They
Thank
have
you.
your attention. Yeah, that's very good. And
Yeah,
you're very
I
good.
try to like get some ideas from your lesson. So it's like to I learn from you and I use in my teaching.
All right. We learn from each other. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, that's all I
Thank you,
have for
Nancy.
today. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Nancy. Good night.